Zotac here, welcoming you to Game 3 of a Best of 5 series for the Zotac Cup number 169. And here on Star Station, we have the blue Zerg spawning in the top right. It's Team Acer's Nerchio. And his opponent, who has a 2-0 lead and only needs one more before he's able to claim the grand prize, spawning as the teal Terran in the bottom left. We've got Empire's Kas. And in case you missed it, Nerchio, like I said, is down 2-0. He's got to win the next 3 games to be able to win it. Kas only needs one more game, but Nerchio doesn't have to think too much. All he has to do is think about this game and how he can win this game, and anything can happen. Don't focus too much on the future and just play one game at a time. That's the way I like to think about it. It'll be interesting what Nerchio does. Is in game 1 he did an early roach all-in, lost in less than 7 minutes. And the second game, both players went for a macroeconomic style game, and Nerchio came out in defeat again. So Kas seems to have all the answers. And the last 2 games, he's gone for 14 CC on the low ground. Is Kas going to go 3rd times the charm? And it looks like he's going to do it again. So 3rd time's the charm, 2nd time's the charm, 1st time's the charm. Going for low ground CC again. Nerchio going for a hat trick first. Is the first time he's done that. Or, well, it's not the first time. He also did that last game. Here's the spawning pool by Nerchio. And Kas has not been punished for the low ground CC. A lot of pro players do not want to play with the low ground on the CC simply because a drone or a probe can come by, destroy the SCV, then the command center is delayed significantly. If you build it on the high ground, you do lose about 15 seconds of mining time because you have to lift off. But Kas, it's paid off in the last 2 games, so you can't argue with success, and he is the pro here, not me. Nerchio's going for a lot of gas. He wants to get Zergling speed again for map control. And Kas is going to be sending out the first Marine, and I think he's going to be building a bunker here to protect his natural. And there we go. He right-clicks a lot on that SCV. Get working, buddy. We don't pay you these slave wages not to be a slave. And there we go. The bunker is under construction. And Kas's play is very interesting. If you take a look at his vision, he knows nothing about his opponent. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know if he's here, or here.
Complete.
He doesn't scout. He did not scout well in either of the first 2 games. And he still won. So it is interesting. And Nerchio is going for the early Roach Warren again. He did have the upgrade advantage the last game as well, but he wasn't able to turn that around into victory. Kas is going for the factory, and he's going to lift off and attach it to the reactor when it's done. And it's 25 SCVs to 22 drones, so a little bit interesting here. As Nerchio should have the minor advantage. Instead, he's just building a whole bunch of roaches, so he's going to be going for early roach aggression again. It didn't work in game 1. Is it going to pay off this time? And remember, one thing that's going against Kas in this game, just like in game 1, is he did not scout his opponent. And if you take a look at his vision, he doesn't know what's going on. Nerchio doesn't know where his opponent is yet. He just knows he's not in the top left. But he's going to be sending the roaches down to the bottom left. And with that Zergling roasted down there at that Zelnaga tower, it's pretty much going to confirm where Kas is. Nerchio's going to lose his other Zergling at the Zelnaga tower in the north. And Nerchio has no defenses, so these Hellions can do a lot of damage. And there is a Marauder in that bunker, but the bunker has no SCVs repairing. Can the Roaches fire down? No, they can't. They're going to focus on the SCVs at the same time. Nerchio's main is under severe attack from these flame-throwing, very fast, annoying Hellions, able to destroy a lot of miners. And the Roaches are finally deterred away from Kas's natural, but at the same time, Nerchio lost 4 drones, and Kas lost 6 SCVs, so pretty even. Supplies are nearly even as well, and Nerchio is getting his 3rd. So no player was able to take a distinct advantage from that course, from those course of events. And Kas is getting 2 engineering bays, so he doesn't want to have the upgrade disadvantage. And these 2 Hellions are under a lot of pressure. One's destroyed, but he's able to spot the expansion 3rd hatchery by Nerchio. But Kas is actually going to lift his 3rd orbital command, so the economic advantage is once again in the Terran's favor. And so that early roach aggression didn't really pay off. It didn't do enough damage, and now Kas is way ahead with his 3rd. And Nerchio doesn't seem to have a lot of answers. He might be saying to himself, I went for early aggression in the first, it didn't work. In the second game, I went for macro game, didn't work. 3rd, he switches back to early aggression. And that failed. And the thing is that early aggression, especially on 4-player maps, such as this, is very difficult to pull off. Because, one, you don't know where your opponent has spawned, and the second one is Kas has spawned at the diagonal cross spawn location. And so it takes a little bit longer to attack, and unfortunately all those factors have worked against Nerchio. And he's got a big hole to climb out of. He's getting a macro hatch at his main. Interesting play. And Zergling speed is finally coming down. I thought this gas was going to be 4 Zergling speed. His 1-1 is 2/3 complete, but so is Kas. So there will be no timing window where either player has the upgrade advantage. And the supplies should be going up drastically for the Terran player, as he does have 3 bases to the Zerg's 3. And the Roaches spot this huge Marine and Marauder and Mine and Medevac force, the 4 M's of Doom. And so the Roaches are going to get out of there, but I don't know what Nerchio has that's going to be able to defend this. The 4 M's. I mean, I myself, I like M&M's, but I don't know if I like M&M's and M's and M's. And Nerchio's going to get a very, very generous serving of the 4 M's of destruction. His Overlord's going to get picked off at the top of the map. The mines are going to do damage here, able to not destroy any units. The Overseer is picked off, so there is no more mine detection, but there are no mines left. In this composition, Kas now has 2 full medevacs, and he's going to try to drop. There's already a Spore Crawler and a Queen at the natural. This doesn't look like it's going to be very effective. But he's going to drop anyways. The Zerglings have surrounded all the Marines. One of them is picked off. Valiant Marine is destroyed. And the medevacs are going to escape again, as that drop did not work. Kas still has a small supply advantage, and he is macroing up a lot. He's building a second factory and another command center, so interesting. He's getting another factory. He's going to go for tanks instead of mines again, going for that Wings of Liberty style play. Nerchio, on the other hand, has his 4th up, is trying to get some gas going. He needs more gas more than anything else, as he has the Spire under construction. But the 2 medevacs are going to boost away, and this is going to be very annoying, because here, if you take this base where there's a Zelnaga tower, Terrans can drop Marines and Marauders and just harass the mineral line. Good thing or bad thing for Nerchio, there are no miners at the 4th. And I like this play by Nerchio. He's taking control of Zanaga Tower here on the left side, and he's also burrowed Zerglings here. So when the 4th is completed and it tries to float over there, it won't be able to land. And now it looks like there's going to be an engagement out in neutral territory. There is no Zerg creep here, and Nerchio has to be careful. There is a flank possibly. The infestors are picked off immediately. A fungal growth goes down, but 2 infestors were destroyed. And the 3rd one is now picked off. A great fungal by the dying infestor, but without more infestors, this group of Marines and Marauders are going to be able to go to town on this pack of Zerglings and Roaches. Now, what's this? These few Corruptors here trying to do some damage to the medevac, but Nerchio's 4th is under pressure. The Marines and Marauders are steaming in here unopposed, doing significant damage. And there's that command center going to try to land, won't be able to. But the 4th, in the meantime, of Nerchio's is destroyed, and now Nerchio's going to go in there. He has a good concave. The Marines and Marauders are stimming. The Zerglings are confronting them, doing a lot of damage. Take a look at resources lost, and it is in favor of Kas by about 2,000 resources. Nerchio's trying to retreat, but he's going to just retreat into another base full of drones. And now another hatchery is going to go down. Oh, not yet. The Roaches are doing what they can, but the Marines and Marauders are just too strong. There's still too much of an army here. The Marines and Marauders, another fungal goes down. All the units are in the red, so they can die very easily, but it doesn't matter anymore. The supplies tell the story. Nerchio is defeated again, and Kas is able to achieve a 3-0 victory over Nerchio, and he's going to win Zotac Cup number 169. So congratulations to Kas and to Team Empire, and I hope to see you guys next time.